YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, bringing you another housing crisis video discussion. And I want to bring this out there because it's very important that people in cities, governments are starting to wake up that it is not a supply issue. It's properties are unaffordable. Wow! I don't know if you remember the article I read for you guys. The last 3 articles I've been reading for you guys, how building an extra 100,000 units a year in England or in the UK, or 300,000 units across the UK isn't going to make a difference because the cost of living is unaffordable. Wow! So anyways, what's happening? I don't know if you remember the article I read a few days before that one about what's happening in Brisbane. Perth has been in a decline for ages, but Brisbane, Australia, what's happening? People being bussed out to buy bargain-priced condominiums that were previously owned by foreign investors that are defaulting. And what's happening? Prices have notched themselves down quite a bit. And my advice, I don't know anything, disclaimer, I don't know nothing, I can't even read, so don't take my advice, is to wait a bit longer, because I have a feeling it's going to prices will dip more. London starting to realize that, hey, we are losing our youth. What is happening? Why is everyone leaving London? Because nobody could afford to live there. Keep building more. It's not going to bring in more people. It's going to bring in more investors. So people have asked me at least 35 messages in the last day and a half. It looks like things are fracturing. When do I buy in? You know what? Sit back, enjoy the show. That's all I have to say, people. Sit back, enjoy the show. Things are fracturing. Governments are saying, hey, I don't think people could afford to buy this. People have to work 25 years in a 6-figure job just to put a down payment. Whoa! And this is what's happening. And people, I saw this years ago. I've been making videos for years about this. I'm a housing advocate. I want to make sure people have families and don't hold back in life. People have been holding back for years. Why? They can't start a family because they don't have the space, so we're going to hold back. We're not going to get married because we don't have the space. We're going to hold back. We're not going to travel that much because we don't have the space, and it's expensive to travel, and our rent's so expensive. Everyone's holding back on life. How many people are actually physically going to end up owning their houses free and clear? 20 years ago, it wasn't unheard of. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if your house wasn't free and clear, people would look at you. Why haven't you paid out your house yet? It's been 5 years you've owned it. Yeah, that's how it was back in the day, people. Anyways, I want to know, things are fracturing out there. The free money ride is over. The stimulus and stimulating the economy is over. China has put a clamp down on their runoff on their wealth. China had a clock that they took down, by the way, that was actually showing how much money was running out of the country per minute because it was being taken out of the country and invested in offshore housing. Let me know what you guys think. Finally, they put capital adjustments to fix the flow of money, stress tests on mortgages, and hopefully we'll have back a 5%, 4.5 to 5% mortgage rates in a normal housing world. That's what usually that they are, and the prices eventually will go down because most of the people at the prices of houses right now can't afford to buy. The stimulus packages are over. The free parties are over. The global capital is over. Sit back, people. That's my advice. I've gotten so many messages with people asking me, when do I buy back? Should I buy back? And my friends down in Brisbane that were using my footage on their local news, thank you very much. And the people from Adelaide and people from Melbourne that have been clipping and using some of my stuff in some of their talk radio, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's housing for all. Why? If you work a damn job, you pay your taxes, you send your kids through school, you should be able to live in a house. It shouldn't be living at poverty level and have nothing. Because then, what are you sticking around for? We need housing. People need housing, and housing should be a right if you're, like I said, if you're working, there's people working 3 jobs to pay rent. Is this fair? Well, life isn't fair, but is this moral? That is the question. Is this moral? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Sit back, enjoy the show.